Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I was trying to fix my overlay finally. I've been meaning to do it for like weeks because some of the widgets have been just not working right. And because of that, I switched out the subscriber goal for a tip goal too, just because like the numbers kept getting like kind of thrown off by different things, so it wasn't even accurate anyway. So yeah, now we have Chalky Fund, which I thought was fun and cute. Anyway, welcome. As the title says, I'm not having a good day today, but neither is like anybody, especially if you have a uterus. So, I'm gonna be playing some Star Trek Online, just because. I mean, that was what I had planned to do anyway, but, we're extra diving in today because I'm in a bad mood. I did at least get some of my rant out on yesterday's stream, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit better about other things in my life. Just like, I'm trying to not doom scroll on the internet today, and I would recommend other people who are also having a similar struggle also try to not do that too much today, because it's like there's a difference between staying informed and, you know, actively harming your own mental health. So, yeah. Alright, let's get started on all our reputation. My inventory is gonna be packed again. I tried to clean it out last night, and still, it's so full. We're now at tier 3 on Dyson Joint Command. And tier 3 on New Car Strike Force. Excellent. Ah. Alright. Use up all these marks. Okay, I think that's it for now. Oh no, no! I'm gonna have to go to somewhere with a bank. Like, quickly. Oh my god, this happens like every time. Oh, and hey, my Discord notification finally decided to work. It didn't work at all yesterday, which was very interesting. If you're not in my Discord, go join. Liven it up with me. Aha! Having a struggle. I'll be able to focus on other schools soon, I think, once I'm done with these ones. Oh, and the dilithium. That's very important. I'll beam to Ops first and get this, thing out of my quest window. I don't know which one it is, though.
After action, it started with an ending.
It's not this one.
After action, a group of them, I have ensured that.
Personal log, Admiral Leet.
Which one is it then? Oh my god. Is there more information in... Oh, it's just Dyson Joint Command. Okay, I'm just in the wrong place. I needed to be here, though, to get the bank. I just was like, you know, maybe it's like one of those DS9 ones, but... Because I feel like everything's at the DS9 Ops computer. Alright, now where is the bank? I think I went the wrong way. Oh well. Oh no, I didn't go the wrong way. That was pretty close. Access bank. Okay, what can we put in here? Can add a ridiculous stack of shit there. Well, these are the buffs from the competitive reputation, so I don't want to get rid of those. Even though I like never do competitive TFOs. I'm scared of them. Okay. Those can all hang out around whatever. I don't want that. I literally have the same thing over here. I didn't even want that one. What's this though? Is this Protonic Polaron Dual Beam Bank? I actually might want to slap that onto one of my other builds. We'll see. Some of this, unfortunately, has to just go, though, because I can't put it in the exchange. I really gotta do something to use these buffs, too, because I don't think... I can't really do much with them. What I can do, though, is stick these in the account bank. I only want to keep the one, because only the one... This one's mine. Just because I love triple sus. Okay. So much of my inventory is just taken up by, like, random stuff I got on a whim I really shouldn't have. And Tetrion Mine Launcher. I don't know why I have that. Tribble plus food item equals more tribbles. Yeah, I'm gonna put the Slug of Cola, which is I think the only food item I have in there. I need to put that away. Just give it to a random bridge officer. There we go. See, now we don't have any food and they can fuck off. My ground weapon section over here. Place that with that, cause really, okay, now I have to decide if I'm getting rid of these not tractor beam launchers. I think there is a tractor beam launcher, but the other one's just a normal mine launcher. Okay. I just have a lot of stuff that I don't really need. Honestly, based on my bridge officer abilities, I probably should switch out this tractor beam mine. Because I don't think I need it on any build. Oh, that wasn't the exact, that was like an identical mine, so I actually don't need that one. Where is my, I was starting on a Polaron build, but I don't remember which one I was trying to slowly convert to Polaron. This one's all phaser. This one's anti-proton, but I gotta get better anti-proton weapons. This one was all disruptor. Oh no, this one is disruptor, so I gotta keep that one. I started doing phaser on this one. Damn it. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter if I did mix damage types if I got one of the ones that boost like all beam weapon damage and not just one type. Okay, I think this was my Polaron one. So this one is not Polaron. This is Tetrion. I don't need Tetrion. We want the beam or do we want the turret? We probably can use the turret. Throw that here for now. Okay. Okay, so I guess I don't need this one, actually. Okay, I thought I was gonna hit my energy credit limit again, because I already, like, maxed out my energy credits. I'm like, I should just go buy more shit, because I can always use more, upgrades. Which I really want to find anti-proton weapons. I probably should actually go check the exchange while I'm here, vibing, I guess. Yeah, I don't have any use for Tetrion damage, unfortunately. So, okay. That cleared out so much space just in, like, a few minutes there. So, not even mad. And I'll clear out more space once these two are gone and I can just start stacking the phaser platform things again. Okay, while I'm here, let me just get some anti-proton. We want to do ship equipment. Okay. Okay. Mark 10 isn't too bad. For very rare. So let's do that one. And this one. I have so many energy credits now, y'all. Like, I can't, I'm not even worried about buying this shit, honestly. It's got those two there. Let's do a dual beam bank. And I think we need one more beam array. Okay, that should be enough to get us started better on that obelisk carrier build I was doing. What I really need is more upgrades to upgrade my really bad shit. Honestly. Okay, that is much better. That is a much better starting point for this build. I don't use the obelisk carrier very often, but sometimes I've been like, I want this. I prefer the Jirok carrier, but I did that on I did it on a different tune, so I wanted to keep it different here, I guess. So yeah, that is a lot nicer, I think, as a starting point than some of these others. Let's see if I need to switch out the science console at all, if anything is weak. No, I think this is like the same one I have. Well, okay. But yeah, this is the build I'm mainly working on right now too, is I want to get the Borg set because I like the look. I like the aesthetic. Alright. Let's do Red Alert. I'm definitely probably not going to get all the way to 10, which like, I would like an upgrade token, but unfortunately, I'm probably not gonna get it. Oh no, was there something going down in the zone chat? Oh no. We're just gonna minimize that forever. I love the Tholian Red Alert because it goes so fast. That's above me. Oh no, it died before I could assimilate it! I love assimilating ships. Oh, that was particularly fast. Interesting. Alright, time to piece out of that. I don't know what they're doing there. I think they're just shooting down the web. Oh, we get an ultimate tech upgrade for that too. Yeah, I should have paid more attention to this event, but I didn't. I mean, I guess I might still be able to make it. Because I only need 6 more. We'll see, it's fine. I failed at keeping track of events before, so it is what it is. Oops, wrong thing. I need D Space 9 again for that trader. So I can get more of that and finish this chain. Wait, what was my endeavor? Oh, deal phaser damage. That's so easy. How was I doing disruptor damage? That's my question. Do I have something that's doing disruptor damage? Kinetic damage. What? That's so weird. That's literally so weird. I don't know what happened. Alright, I'm headed back to Deep Space Nine for that trader to start some duty officer assignments going. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. I kind of want to do probably just some endeavors, but nothing like too exciting. But defeat Terrans. I do love some damage resistance. Slipstream. I love this little trail. It's so weird how it's only on one side though. Like, that always bothers me. I think it's because the warp engine does the other side, but I can't get the warp engine yet because I don't have enough rep for it. I think you have to be rank 5 to get it. I could be wrong. I didn't do like a full set, so I'm not gonna do like this one. I'm just gonna do the deflector, engines, and shield. Ah! Wait, was it the engine I needed though, or was it the shield? Because I know I can't remember. Oh no, it's the shield I need, it's not the engine. I have the engine. But... see, that extra doesn't make sense why it's only on one side. Why is only one engine assimilated? Cursed. I like to be a Borgie ship. But also, I'm gonna switch to my disruptor build. Despite me really not liking this ship. Just making sure I don't have anything too shitty on here. I think I'm okay. Okay. So let's go do our disruptor damage with this build. That actually is disruptor. I don't know how I got disruptor damage before, but there's no way I'm gonna get to 500,000 if I only got 21,000 blowing up all the Tholians. Let's be real here. I still have so many energy credits. I feel like I'm like constantly a resource hoarder in games. So like, look, I know I'm cursed. And let's stack, what points do I need? We can always use more Omega Marks, because I know I'm going to need a shit ton of those for the equipment that I need. I could also do, so I could do Omega Marks or Romulan Marks. Problem is, I fucking... Problem is I fucking hate most of these. as Kittimer Vortex and the Conduit are okay. Whatever. Can do this one. Now we wait. And meanwhile, I'm gonna find that traitor. Oh no, further. Hopefully this one will bring us back to actually where we were and not drop us off by Soul System like the Red Alert tends to do. Is there not? I don't think there's a thing for the incense today. To actually get the incense. That's what I need!
The situation is grim. All attempts to hail the starbase, there's more.
Alright, I played this so many times, y'all. You don't even know. I'm back in my Alachi frigate though. I haven't been in this ship for a while. Just happens to be my disruptor build that'll get me the fastest to the Endeavor. I wish I could have a build for like every damage type, but I feel like that's a little unrealistic. Just based on how like some damage types are just so much easier to deal with than others.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
Buff me.
Nanite transformer.
Go in.
Done. Additional data is available.
Oh. Okay. I guess that's how it goes.
The nanite drones can repair the transformers. Stop them.
Oh my god. This is insanity. Somebody here has got an absolutely insane damage build. Alright, well, that was fun. I'm gonna have to do another one. I was really fast the last time, so let me look a little closer at this. Communication arrays, industrial replicators, Terra incense. Nope, we don't have that. We have Tula berries. We have lots of contraband to get rid of. Oh, he does not have anything for the incense. Does this boy? No, he doesn't have the trade. He has the colonization. Or maybe nobody has trade. Guess not. Guess I just have to suffer. Like, I put my... put my thing in my bank. Perfect. Perfect timing. Oh, I didn't check my fleet yet. Do they need K-13 provisions? Probably not. They never need K-13 provisions when I'm trying to get rid of them. I don't even know how I ended up with them in the first place. Like, I don't think I intentionally tried to get them.
The boar are sure to sin.
Yeah, they never need anything. Except duty officers and sometimes fleet marks, but the provisions always fill up the fastest. Let us go! Why are these mines menacingly piling up behind us? Stop them. Those are happy, friendly mines. Mines just want space hugs. Look, I know what happens if you give a mine a hug. It doesn't end well. Not from personal experience, I mean, I'm just assuming. Oh, not another probe. The crescent beams from the Elachu weapons are kind of cool looking though. Forgot I did like those. Oh my god, that's so many probes! Alright, well... now I gotta defeat the thing. Come on, I'm so close to getting the space damage. Oh, nope. I still have to do another one. Whatever. Alright, here we are once again. Okay. Why is my thing glitching? Okay. That was weird. It was like glitching for a second, so I was like, wait, is there something like wrong on my OBS? Like, am I dropping frames or something? No, I'm not dropping. I think Internet was just, I think, having a time, or the game was having a time, or both. It is what it is. Crafting stonks. Wrong thing, but it works. Okay. Alright, now I can get rid of some batteries over here. I always keep them around because it's like a little buff is better than nothing, and I don't usually have like good space devices to use. Okay, now we can do some Romulan marks for something different, I guess. Oh, but I don't like any of these. Oh, this one's okay. Just, some TFOs just feel like so tedious for me, I don't know why. But I don't like them. Yee! It's been pretty cold today, like, compared to what it's been. It's an interesting time. Alright, I've done this one so many times too, like, I'm ready to go! Oh, and then I gotta defeat some Terrans. There's not like a Terran ground battle zone, so I'll probably just do like Operation Wolf or something. That's a good one for taking out lots of Terrans.
Our time here is limited. Stay focused, plan your attacks, and save as many ships as possible. Every loss is critical for my people.
Alright, wait. No, I'm not taking that one on by myself. I'm gonna go to this one instead. Operation Wolf is available as a regular TFO now. Yeah, no, I was like, I immediately thought of that one when I did Terrans because I played it so much for the events.
Before it collapses in on you.
Ah! What the hell? Alright, well, so much for that turret I decided to try to use. I blew up my own turret! God damn it! Yeah, I was like, my ass definitely got an injury there. Oh my god. Whatever.
A Dalan warbird is escaping.
Try and come at me now. Nope, there's the web. Oh, I have some of the wrong skills. I think that's part of why I suck right now. Ah! I hate the Tholians. Oh my god. You know what? I'm just gonna, see what's up. Go over there with everybody else.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
I'm just gonna go help these bitches with this big one.
on sensors.
A Falchion
More
dreadnought is
Tholian
escaping.
ships are on the way here.
At least I only got the one injury, I think. I didn't get double injured yet. Oh my god. Where's the web node? Ah! There it is. It's like, where do I shoot? Oh my god. Oh, it was like double webbed. What the hell was that? All those times EMP probes have come from me. Here's payback. Not from the Tholians, but from other ships. They make me mad. That's all. Hello, welcome to chat. Sorry about killing all those Borg ships, LOL. Oh. Were you for real killing Borg ships too? Oh god. That was very zappy. This build is very squishy and I don't like it. There's a reason I stopped using this shit. It was pissing me off. I much prefer the Edison, but like, I need the disruptor damage. Yeah, I was in the IOC with you in my torp boat. Well, that's nice. It's okay though. I was gonna be on stream doing shit anyway, so I might as well, you know, go through a couple to get more marks anyway. I was just like, I need the disruptor damage! Otherwise I wouldn't even care, because like, either way I get the rewards from it for just vibing there. Oh, god damn it. I flew way too close to that. That was my fault. Oh, this build sucks. I think if I would... If I wanted to actually fly the ship more, I need, like, way better damage-resistant consoles. Because this is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. Okay. Alright, I'm in the middle. Where are we killing some... Okay, they're killing some over there to free something. Something is trapped over there. squishy ship to begin with. Yeah, that's what I figured out, is that it wasn't me, it was just the ship, you know? Like, I think it could be improved upon with, like, a little more damage resistance. And maybe if I upgraded the weapons more. I just don't care enough about this build. Like, I literally am in it for one reason and one reason alone, and that is to get disruptor damage from my endeavor, which I just completed, but I'm in it now. Oh god. They are gonna get me. Didn't realize that we're in the same fleet as well. Yeah, we are in the same fleet if you're in Papa Sierra Bravo. It was one that I got invited to join after one of my old fleets was like really sketchy in a lot of ways. But yeah, I joined it after I started streaming because other streamers invited me to that fleet. So now like all of my tunes are in that one. Almost all of them. Some of them are newer so they don't have a fleet, or they're just not active at all, so I didn't bother. But yeah, I was like, I need a friendly fleet, guys, and then people invited me to that one. Oh god, no! Not the web! Let me out. Oh god. I got another injury. Literally, I remember why I don't fly this ship. This is exactly why I don't. I die so much. Like, I die a lot generally, but this is like more deaths than normal. Especially with this many people in, like, actively shooting the same thing. It's not like I'm alone out here. Alright, here we go. Oh, thank you for following, Mad Dog Mikey. Welcome to the club. I still feel like I honestly am so unfamiliar with a lot of the Star Trek Online streamers, even though like I try to be aware of other people, but like I can never like keep track because every time I'm like, oh yeah, these are like the main ones and I know of them, and there's somebody new that I find out has been doing this way longer than I have, and I'm like, oh well, now I feel bad I didn't find them. So yeah, sometimes they find me, you know.
I am quite impressed with your fleet. The Tholians are abandoning
All right.
and taking the remaining ships with them. I am quite impressed with you.
This is fine. Welcome, Master Chief. Good to see you in chat again. Alright, it's Terran shooting time. Actually, I probably should go repair my ship. Okay. And the Essequibo. Okay. And I'm gonna switch my ship back before I fucking forget. Oh god, I hated that. But it's fine. We have, completed our very rare personal endeavor. And I'm already almost back to the max of energy credits. I spent like 1,000,000 energy credits in the exchange and it was like nothing. God. Also, I do need more fleet credit because I'm gonna need to get another console soon. Yeah, I don't have nearly enough. Oh, finally someone needs fleet marks and a regular thing. It's the one negative thing about being in a big fleet is like, there's never anywhere to put my fleet marks. What? What is this outfit? What is it? I have to know. Where can I cop one of those? I'm very happy with my rainbow outfit, but like, that is a mood. Oh, it's you? What is that outfit? I want a fluffy suit. Could be the Bereth monk robes from the 11th anniversary bundle. It's in the Lobby store. I don't have like any Lobby, but like, I have to know. Yeah, I know what you meant, luckily. What's the other robes? I don't see robes. I did really want this for a while. Zambian outfit. Oh, right there. Ah, interesting. Well, I just found a use for Lobby. It looks like they made the female one, like, prettier somehow. It's probably how they were in the original, but... I mean, I just like to collect really cursed outfits. This is my main, but because it's my main, so I, like, play around with shit. But I don't know, something appeals to me about wandering around in, like, just a hooded suit like that. So I guess if I ever get more Lobby crystals, I won't spend it on any of the useful stuff in the Lobby store. It's gonna be on that. Or another equally cursed costume. 200 million on the exchange? You can't even have, like, 200 million energy credits. How would that even work? What was I doing? I think it would be in the Terran. Here, nope, right there. Okay. We don't have advanced? Well, that's lame. I don't know, we could do Assault on Terra Nor instead. Might work. You need to buy the EC cap increase in the Zen store. If you buy the cap increase, you can have 1.5 billion. See, I don't... I feel like that's, like, just something that is not, necessary to spend Zen on. Though, I do keep Zen around, to buy some useless things, such as costume slots. Because we're Space Barbie around here, obviously. Oh, can I join? Yes, you can. Here, let me invite you to a team. Wins. If anybody else wants Assault on Terra Assault on Terra Nor, I can't say words. I can, like, every time this happens every time I stream. Like, I will be fine the whole day and not, like, fucking up everything I say, and then I come on stream and just, yeah. Join if you want. Here, friend request me, or I can request you, but I am I suck at all the social features in game, so I am this right now. Klingon Tribble. I made that name when I was like 14, and honestly, it's one of like it's honestly like one of my proudest achievements because it's so cursed. Okay, here, let's do this and get it over with. Ah, I see you are also a top hat believer. I do also have a top hat outfit on some stuff. I don't think I have it on this one. I have one that's like super into I have my cute little crop top. I want this I honestly want this outfit IRL, but that is too much work to make a jacket like that. Yeah, Stu keeps telling me to like put top hats on everything too. A Stu imposter sus. I think Stu like came in my chat like one time to tell me to put a top hat on a character. I don't know. I did it before, but why am I alone? We have to wait? I feel like Stu kind of, like, made the top hat, like, a whole thing, you know?
Thanks for the assist. Here's the situation. That is what we believe.
Which, like, mad respect, for real.
We'll have to cross the promenade to a warehouse area. The warehouse entrance is up ahead.
I am way slow. I'm sorry, y'all.
Warehouse access points.
Ah! Stu makes great videos and seems like an awesome guy. Yeah, I mean, I get like a pretty decent vibe from most streamers in the Star Trek Online community, which is kind of rare and refreshing because like a lot of communities people are just toxic, but like the Star Trek Online specific community seems like pretty good. Ah! Ah!
We need more time. Keep them off us while we work.
It helps that we're all friends too, keeps the drama away. Yeah, that's the thing, is like I started my online journey in a couple of different spaces. So when I was a teenager, I was really into the beauty space. And I really like the beauty space like sometimes. Like there are some like really like great and informative like beauty YouTubers that aren't like super drama, but I feel like all the time we're constantly hearing about like how somebody like, you know, is like, you know, an abuser or a groomer or like super racist and stuff like that, and it like happens all the time. Like there's no just like genuinely like good people anymore, I feel like, in that particular space, which sucks because it's like I really like I'm passionate about like makeup and skincare and all like that kind of stuff, but yes, it's like people are so toxic over there. And so I kind of stopped doing that, and I kind of have been getting back into it recently just because I have been really in it kind of like for myself and like my specific audience instead of for the general community that kind of sucks. But then it's like, I also was really, well, I still am. I have been really into the like J-pop idol scene and stuff. And when I was really into that, that's also really toxic. And to this day, like I still like am convinced that the couple times I've had like specifically targeted hate raids, like not, you know, just random like spam hate speech, but like specifically targeted accounts were made to harass me with my username in them, to call me horrible things. I still like suspect that that was related to somebody in the idol community. Which is why, like, I tell people, I was like, I do not make music for the community. I make it for myself, and, you know, if you want to enjoy it, that's fine. If you don't, then, you know, go away. Yeah, there was a time that, like, people on 4chan were obsessed with me, too. Like, it's been a wild ride. Like, this is literally when I'm telling you this is the first community that has been, like, you know, actually nice and welcoming and normal. Like, that's why I went, like, just full ham into Star Trek Online, because I'm like, hey, look, I can talk about, like, my favorite thing ever, Star Trek, and, like, also have, like, people who actually support my other stuff, too, and don't fucking bully me. Like, wow, what a time. And it sucks, because that should be the bare minimum, but unfortunately, there's so many communities that don't have that. And I'm fully expecting, like, now that I'm a little bit branching into some Star Wars stuff, I'm fully expecting, like, somebody in that community to be toxic, because just in looking up, like, tutorials and stuff for... Oh.
You thought
It's Lita! She's always here, let's be real.
Huh. Kill them.
Ah! I am not clicking on enough of my buffs because I'm trying to talk. Granted, the STO community does have its issues, but it's nowhere near that toxic. Yeah, I mean, I've come across a lot of, like, toxic people in just Star Trek stuff in general, but based on, like, a normal, like, day in terms of, like, I feel like we have, like, some drama, but it's like, rare, you know? Whereas, like, you know, I feel like in the Star Wars community, having drama is, like, a Tuesday, you know? Like, I feel like there's been more drama, like, recently because of the Strange New World stuff. I'm really hyped for it, but apparently some people just can't enjoy things, you know? Or they don't want other people to enjoy things just because they don't like something. Ah. Find next console. Is that this over here? Ah! I can't see anything! It's not that one. Oh, maybe it's that one over there.
Correct sequence. Advancing
Oh.
algorithms.
I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Stay out of ESD zone chat. Oh yeah, no, I accidentally had DS9 zone chat up, and I was like, oh no, they're at it again.
We're reading high power lines in your area.
Alright, what are we doing? I forget how this one works. I have not played it in a long time. Oh my god, hello! Welcome, Raiders! Oh my god. Ah! I can never get a raid when I'm just sitting there. I always get a raid when I'm fucking dying. Oh, I think we should do that. Ah! I moved.
You will not stop me. I will rule here.
Get a zap. Is she still immune, or?
You
God
cannot
damn it.
win. We have technology you haven't yet
Ah! Oh no, wait. No, she's not on the plate! I'm gonna...
I suppose I should be thanking you.
No, she doesn't...
You
She
were the
doesn't
one
stay in
that
one place
turned
long
on
enough.
us.
I have to wait till she's on one of the plates, and she's not on
You
there.
are weak.
She's still immune! God damn it.
You will not stop me. I will rule here.
Okay, should we have to give her the zap? Oh no!
The Paw Raiders have given me all the power I need to conquer.
Alright, get back on that plate so we can fucking zap her! Okay. We can't do it again. But she's immune, we can't hurt
You
her!
cannot win. We have technology you haven't yet dreamed of.
God damn it. We're just having a time here. Sorry, I'll have to get back to chat once we finally kill this bitch.
The Paw Raiders have given me all the power
Alright, finally.
I will not be stopped by you. This is a minor setback, but no, I have power you cannot imagine.
All teams, stand by for emergency beam out.
Alright, here we go.
You haven't seen the last of me.
She always comes back. This is a fact.
Welcome back. We're showing
Okay, alright. Well, that was an experience. Okay. I'll be interested to see what the Tarok Noir TFO remaster is like. Yeah, I know they mentioned that, but like, I haven't played that TFO that much, like, recently at all. So I was like, yeah, but what's so weird to me is why is there not an advanced queue of Operation Wolf? Like, that was what was annoying me. So that's why I picked that one for my endeavor. And also thank you, Locutus047 for the raid. Sorry, I always am like in the middle of something whenever I get raided. You're sticking around still from the raid. I'm Jazi, I am a Trekkie. And yeah, that's about it. I also like pink, obviously. I wear pink and talk about Star Trek and occasionally Star Wars sometimes, though I basically know nothing, so it is what it is. But yeah, I think that was a TFO that I feel like does kind of need a remaster after playing that. We're dancing. Okay, I hope we'll get Advanced Wolf soon. Yeah, same, like... They keep saying they are working on it, still waiting for an elite version as it might become the new ground DPS map. Interesting. Elite is still, like, terrifying to me. But it's because, like, I cannot get my ground damage up. I don't, like... I think I finally figured out how to, get a reasonable build with, space.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Damage, but ground damage, I'm like... Okay, let's take some Romulan marks. I'm gonna go drop this in the bank while I'm here. My inventory is too full for this shit. Alright. You should have seen my inventory at the beginning of the stream. We're doing the Ferengi dance. Oh, I can pull out my little Pokemon too. Anyway. Moving on. What now? I did all my endeavors, so I'm not sure what to do yet. Hell yeah, we got 3 of them. I forget what they're even called too, like, I don't know how to say this, so I just call them Pokemon. Yee. That person just walked up to us and like... Maybe they're jealous. Alright. I only have the pink one on this tune. I think this is my only one, because I did not run Ryza event nearly enough in the summer to get more of these. And then I like was grinding on winter event and got so many epos, I don't even know what to do with them, and I don't have the I have like multiples of the same ones. Like, why me? Walked the note right out of there. I love just getting a little group and just doing dumb shit, because why not? Anyway, what now? We could do more TFOs. I feel like I have not been live that long. Why do people keep mentioning me in Discord? Please. Time for an ISE? Which one? Elite isn't as scary as you think. Most are easy with the right team, of course. Bro, I'm telling you, my ground damage sucks is the problem. I don't know if I could get it better. I keep forgetting I have this guy too. Like, I keep forgetting to use him. But... Infected Space Elite. Is that... I can tank, don't we have a control? Okay, yeah, no, I have seen you tank. I believe it. So I mean this one. Oh wait, I forgot to invite y'all to the team again. Y'all gotta understand, the first, like, literally, 8 years, I would say, I played this game. I literally only played it for the story and never touched TFOs. Like, the only reason I would ever touch, TFOs is because, I would do some for, like, a couple events, but I was really bad at them, because I didn't care about damage, because I was like, I'm playing the story, as long as I'm not dying. Because I've had this game since 2012, but really until I started streaming, I did not, like, actually work on improving my builds, and it was only because I'm spending so much time in the game, you know, I have to do something. But yeah, and I've had, like, some help on some of my builds. Like, I know people have gifted me a lot of stuff. Like, somebody's, like, drops in chat and be like, hey, you want help with your build? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, and I'm just, like, sees my inbox and it's, like, 50 gifts, and I'm like, alright, thanks, I guess. I don't know, I'm, like, the worst at receiving gifts. I'm over here, it's like, I feel so awkward. Like, people want to give me things? Like, they're too nice to me. Oh yeah, Augie too, yeah, I follow them. Are we figuring out what we're gonna do for real? I'm just saying, like, please take in my build before you suggest things for the team. Though I don't know, I don't really care if I die repeatedly, so it's honestly okay with me. I've stopped caring. It's like, I can die, it's fine. At least I'm back on my not squishy ship. I at least have, like, this upgraded, nice, fleet console that gives me all resistance, plus some extra of this one, but this one's not that good. Advance is probably the better option. That's what I'm thinking, fam! Yeah, I'll do random advance, but I'm not— oh, I guess you can't do random elite. That's good, that's good. Do we want to do random then? I think everybody else in chat is just observing. Alright, here we go, I guess. Are you in the Papa Sierra Bravo Discord? No, I'm not. I can barely keep track of my Discords as it is. I also get really overwhelmed in large Discords. I had to leave several, or like mute several, because I'm over here and I'm like, sits there and I'm like, I do not know what I'm doing. Like, that's the thing, is like, I want to grow my own Discord, but then I remember how stressful big Discords are, especially when, like, I'm the only mod. But depending on what the dynamic is there, I might be interested. I didn't know there was a Discord. Nobody told me. Oh, this one.
Greetings. Welcome to the Federation mining camp. We've been working with the Gorn to extract...
Yeah, nobody even told me that there was a Discord. I know a lot of the members have, like, their own Discords, but, like, that's completely different, but... Let me go!
Romulans are attacking from the west!
Take him out!
Romulans are attacking from the west. Romulans are attacking the central camp.
Central camp. It's a little
Romulans
too
are
quiet.
attacking from the south.
Ah! Oh god.
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Ah!
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Yeah, my biggest thing with builds right now is that, like, I really need to upgrade a bunch of stuff, but, like, upgrades that actually do things are hard to get, so it's been a time.
Romulans are attacking from the west.
Over here. Lots of back and forth to make sure nobody dies.
Romulans are attacking from the south. Romulans are attacking from the south.
Ah, I'm not fast enough! It is an upgrade event currently. Yeah, I saw that was running, but I saw that was running, but it's like don't you have to have upgrades and then it's just like upgrade effectiveness increased? My issue is figuring out how to get them without having to like go on the exchange for everything. Which the red alert event was going to give me an ultimate tech upgrade, but I don't think I will make the event, unfortunately. So Phoenix upgrades from the Phoenix boxes are your best bet. Yeah, I did get some of those recently, but I have the where are we going? Onward. Yeah, but I got the Phoenix prize pack, and I have 2 like rare tokens. I don't know what to do with, because I was doing that for the upgrades. But then, like, I wasn't getting the upgrades. Don't kill the Gorn! You turn each rare into 2 uncommons and each uncommon into an upgrade. Is that worth it to do, or is there stuff like, because some of the stuff I was like, oh, that's actually useful, because I haven't gotten that before, but it's gotten to the point where I think I snatched up everything useful from the rares, and so I might just have to do that. open the gate? Let me in. Ah! Oh, they're taking it down for us. Finally! Get them all! Yeah, I was doing the Omega upgrades too, just for like something to do with all of my Omega particle stuff. God damn it. But like, they don't go as far, I feel like, as some of the other upgrades you can get. I mean, how I upgraded 90% of the stuff that I have now, because I have a lot of Mark 15 phaser consoles. A lot of the stuff that I upgraded was because I had like upgrades hoarded for years, because like I just didn't bother with them, and then one day I was like, oh yeah, I should probably do something with this. Again, I was like 14 when I started this game, so like I was so stupid. Chat or death streamer's eternal problem. No, for real. I'm like over here and I get a raid and I'm like still I'm like still trying not to die, basically. I'm convinced that sometimes the reason I die so much is because I'm streaming. I'm also trying to have a conversation, you know, keep things interesting. Bring on the Nakul.
Protect me while I shut down this sub-console.
Okay. He's there, so we have to keep him from dying. Not cool, more like not cool. You are right, though. You are so right. The Nakul can literally eat my entire ass. Fuck them. I do like their shield, though. Not gonna lie. I like having their shield. I don't like them using their shield. See? Mine just activated right there. Right on cue. I did that on a regular basis when one of my friends used to stream. He'd be talking to me in death. Oh, that's so funny.
The drill is partially shut down, but I need to shut down another sub-console.
To be fair, I do that to some of my streamer friends too, but I don't have a lot of like, I used to have a lot of close friends that would stream, but a lot of them kind of slowed down or stopped. So now all my friends are like my online friend people. It's also kind of gotten to a point too where like I'm trying to kind of trust in myself more to make decent content and not rely so much upon other people, because I feel like for a long time like I was kind of holding back because I would be like, oh, I gotta like, you know, do something that this person's gonna like, or like do something with this person or that person or whatever. This isn't like a specific person or anything, this is just, you know, an overall concept. I did this a lot when I did like YouTube too, and I still do YouTube. I've been doing a lot more streaming now because it's come out better for me than YouTube itself has, which is funny because the big thing everybody says is like, oh, we don't have discoverability on Twitch, and it's like, look, my last YouTube video got 6 views. I get more viewers than that in a single Twitch stream regularly. Like, I just think it's so interesting how algorithms work so differently for different people. Like, it's really wild, and it really fascinates me. Like, it's a horrible thing to, like, hyperfixate on in, like, a toxic way. Like, you know, numbers and social media and stuff, but, like, I find it so genuinely fascinating. Like, it's so, like, I don't know. Alright. Taking out the Nakul. Now I still have to take some bitches out! I forgot I had these. These are fun. Alright. Fun times. Alright. I want to stream, but apparently the universe decided that 2022 I need to help STO streamers out. It's been a wild ride. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is the chat people keep us going all the time too, so... I recently just started streaming like a lot more because I've only been streaming like around once or twice a week for the past like year-ish, and now I'm doing anywhere between 3 and 5 times a week because I have no job. Oh, thank you for following. Welcome to the club. Okay, what do I want? I need Omega or Romulan mostly to get this shit done. Alright. Thanks for the runs. I gotta go eat. Might catch you afterward. Have a great stream. Oh, thank you. I don't know how much longer I'll stay on. At least another 20 minutes, because I usually go, like, target around 2 hours, but sometimes longer. I'm trying to, like, eventually go longer, but I wore myself out doing shit today, earlier. Now that I've actually got Romulan marks. Ah, I forgot this one too. When did I get so many Iconian marks? I've been really grinding, reputation lately too, so I'm really proud of my progress on that. So, extra live 24-hour STO stream soon. I've thought about doing an extended stream, because I know, like, that's something a lot of people have done for, like, big major milestones, but I feel like, I don't know, I tend to, like, sell myself short a lot of the time, I feel like. So I feel like I haven't really hit any milestones, like, worth, like, doing that, and I'm like, nobody's gonna come to it, and I don't know what I'd do for, like, even a 6-hour stream. Because I thought, like, just based on, like, how my, chronic pain works and stuff, I'd have to start at, like, a 6-hour stream, and then maybe have, like, a timer and, like, do it for that. But I don't want to do a subathon, because, I honestly, like, rather people contributed to my Patreon rather than subscribe to me on Twitch. Like, I appreciate Twitch subscriptions or like anything anybody's willing to do, but you know, Patreon I at least get to keep like more of the money, you know? Same with tips. If you didn't know, which I feel like this is the big thing that's been going around a lot more lately, is reminding people that streamers only get 50% of Twitch subs, so like half your money is going to Twitch and like only half of it's going to us. Which, like I said, it's still appreciated because it helps me, like, especially because like the ad revenue is not like a ton. I've never been able to pay out on Twitch, full disclosure. Which I don't really mind, because like I said, I have Patreon, so like, I'm vibing. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know what I'd do for that kind of thing if I didn't do like a subathon, and I don't really want to do like a subathon. How did I end up with so many specialization points and not... Oh my god. Oh, I love Intelligence Fleet. What one of these are good? I did this one just so I could add it to officers. You know what? I'll just do every specialization. Because why not? This one seems useful at times. No, I don't. I'd like it as secondary. It looks like old Disco Site Tune's character profile. I forgot spec points were a thing. Fair. That is very fair. I did that for a while. I think it's just because I keep earning them, but like, I'm so focused on other stuff. Like, there's so much to do in this game, I feel like, to level up. Like, all the little, like, duty officer, admiralty, R&D, reputation. Like, there's so many things to remember, so I don't really blame people for forgetting about them, because I do it all the time. Ah, interesting, interesting. Intel is for energy and kinetic weapons, temporal is for science builds, miracle worker is for tanking, strategist is always good as secondary. Interesting. I build out a lot of intelligence, so I probably should do some on miracle worker if I want to up my damage more. Throw out the manual one! What a mood! That is a good skill name. I ended up unlocking 5 entire pages worth. Valid. I feel that. I like these names. I like throw out the manual. Oh, that sounds useful too. Okay, I'm gonna have to look more into this and spend my last few, but good to know, good to know. Miracle Worker, aka B Scotty. I did think the Miracle Worker specialization was like a tribute to Scotty. That's what I thought, but I could be wrong. A lot of my bridge officers have specializations just because like I keep getting the manuals and just throwing it on them. But I have a lot of intelligence and temporal operatives because I have those ones I can just craft and add. In my head it is. Yeah, I thought there was something that somebody said that was official about that, but that also could have been something somebody said on a stream one time and I was like, alright, I take it. Alright, I'm going to run... I'm gonna do another random. I think my team all left, though. They're AFK, but anyway. Alright. Let's go. Actually, why was I coming over here? Was I gonna talk to him? I don't remember why. He didn't have the assignment I wanted. Whatever. Either that or O'Brien. Yeah, O'Brien is also Scotty energy, low-key. O'Brien's like even more of a badass though, because literally like he didn't even go to the academy or anything. He just showed up and was like the best engineer. Like mad respect.
The invasion of Kronos has begun, but we will.
Oh, we're doing Gateway to Grethor. O'Brien is the best. Oh, yes, indeed. He got the statue! Yeah, like, Scotty was the OG, but then O'Brien came along and, like, exceeded the expectations. But I feel like O'Brien got so good at engineering because, simply because, like, he had to deal with all that Cardassian equipment. And then merge it with the Federation equipment also. They are speedy over here. Scotty does have the famous line, "How else can I keep my reputation as a miracle worker" in Star Trek 3? Yeah, see, exactly. That's why I thought, like, it was for him. What's interesting, though, is, like, Hollow Bashir, the bridge officer, has that as his, specialization. It's very interesting. So, like, it also, I guess, can, in-universe, work for, non-engineers? I don't know. Alright, here we go. What? I do not know what that means. Oh, okay. I was hoping it wasn't something bad about Ukraine. I was like, we're not gonna have that here. Alright, troop transport time.
The troop transports have entered orbit. Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Ah, I cannot turn fast enough. There we go. God.
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of beta radiation. Close them.
Trying to close them, but I'm moving too fast. I'm going too slow, that's what's going on. I mean, you still have 4 minutes and change. Oh, the TFO? I was like, what's going on? I was like zoning out, but like zoning in on this on the shooting. Fucking die! Wrong way!
Shipyard transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Show them it's a good day to die for them. It's always a good day for the Iconians to die. Like, imagine becoming murderous warlords just because you have superior technology to everyone. So the Federation, oh my god, I am so glad someone said it. Oh my god, okay, no, so I actually have this whole thing where I have been telling people we gotta stop glorifying the Federation as if they can do no wrong. Because literally, those bitches got me fucked up all the time at some of the shit that they pull. And we just have to go along with it because we're Starfleet and we're nice. We follow the orders and all that. I'm like, look, everybody might be demonizing the Klingon Empire, but are they really that bad? Like, are they really worse than the Federation? That's the question. Because the Federation just kind of, like... well, first of all, they they always be like, they always like say, they'll always basically be saying that, they, you know, care about all their citizens and everything, and then the second there's like a war on, they basically dedicate all their resources to saving Earth, because it's like the headquarters, and they care about Earth being like this little, corner of paradise, but everybody else can, like, you know, die for all they care. That's been a pattern I've seen a few times. The Federation and the Terran Empire are the same side of the coin. The Federation just has this thin coat of we are better. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, like, there's obviously some, like, more outwardly horrible things that the Terran Empire has done, but the Federation, like, you know, I think back to, like, all of Deep Space Nine, when they're basically telling Cisco, like, oh, don't get too close to the Bajorans, you're only here to bring them into the Federation, you know, not to actually, like, help them and all that. Like, really? So you're basically saying you're gonna come in here, colonize Bajor, and, you know, bring them into your little organization, and then, like, you know, if they don't want to join your organization, then, like, fuck them, I guess? Oh, it makes me so mad. Cough, Section 31. Well, that's the thing, is everybody thinks Section 31 isn't a thing, but Section 31 is just the excuse to basically do war crimes. So they don't, like, openly do war crimes, but they still do war crimes. Oh, and don't forget that they still have discrimination in the Federation after they're like, oh yeah, we don't hate on people because they're different, and then, you know, we have the entire arc regarding the genetically enhanced thing, when literally everybody who is genetically enhanced as a child would literally be an abuse victim. And, like, you know, some of them, you know, if things went wrong and they need additional help, like, yeah, they might need more support because, like, things went wrong. But, like, in Bashir's case, where they threatened to kick him out of Starfleet when he's just, like, vibing for something that wasn't his fucking fault, like, that is questionable to me. They're literally punishing the victims of abuse, and it took, like, years for his parents to get, like, any consequences for what they did. But he had to basically grow up bearing the burden of having to have a secret. Oh my god, the whole Bashir thing makes me so mad. Like... But also I think it proves an excellent point about the Federation, so I'm not too mad about it. Mr. Worf, I said launch torpedoes. I am trying to launch some torpedoes, but oh, we're gonna die. See how much less I die in this build, though? Like, that Ilachi frigate just messed me up. So what are your feelings about Strange New Worlds? I am very excited for it. I actually, yesterday my stream title was literally Strange New Worlds Hype, because I wanted to talk about Strange New Worlds, but we didn't really talk about it. We were having a story time about me quitting my job, god damn it. So we kind of just had too much going on to actually discuss Strange New Worlds yesterday. But from what I have seen, I am trying not to get my hopes up too much. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much, but, and that's just because, unfortunately, I've been feeling a little let down by this season of Picard that I was really, really hyped for, so I'm trying not to be let down by Strange New Worlds, because I really desperately want to like it. But I do have some concerns, just because of how, because I honestly think that Discovery kind of peaked when they brought the few people we're going to be seeing in Strange New Worlds in, like, Pike? Captain Pike? Like, please? Well, my concerns only stem from, like, from what I've seen happen to, Picard, because the thing is, it's like, this season started out so strong, and then it's just kind of gone like this. I don't know if you've seen Picard. I'll try not to spoil in case anybody hasn't. But, yeah, it's more like I'm worried that, like, if I hype it up too much in my brain, I'm going to be disappointed. Because so far, I really like what I see. But I really liked what I saw with Picard, too. And I feel like this season just was kind of like, oh yeah, here we go! And, like, a couple episodes is all it took to just plummet. And then I will not forgive. I will never, ever forgive the writers. Actually, probably not even the writers. The producer. Whoever put that arrangement of Pat Benatar's Shadows of the Night in the script is on my shit list. And it sucks because the actress, I can't remember her name. Whoever plays Girardi, I'm horrible at remembering actor names, I'm sorry. But she has a very good and powerful voice, and it was just wasted on that arrangement. I will never forgive them for that. The second I saw that, Picard was dead to me. Like, I still am watching it. And then the latest episode, my god, like, I get why they did it. I did not like it. I did. My thing is, it's like, I probably would have hated it less, if it had at least been a little bit better leading up to it. Because, oh my god. Not a fan at all of Picard, sadly. See, I really liked season 1, and I was hoping that we could get, we could only go up from there, because sometimes the first season was a little rough, I feel like season 2 has fallen more flat than season 1, which is unfortunate. See, I'm hyped for 2 reasons in Strange New Worlds. One is Una, and the second is Robert April. Oh, number 1. Literally, I am so excited for, like... No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna, thirst too much on Maine for the entire Strange New Worlds cast, but, like, you'll see it on Twitter. I'm sure you'll see it on Twitter, once I actually start watching it. Yeah, no, when I saw the Robert April, I was like, I am so excited. Like, when I remembered who he was. Girardi is Alison Pill. Yeah, Alison Pill, that is who I'm talking about. She, like I said, she has a really nice voice. And I feel like the arrangement, it was off timing. It was, like, just weirdly arranged. And completely disrespectful. Like, Pat Benatar is one of my favorite, like, more classic, like, rock artists. And they just fucking ruined that song! But to be fair, when I did see that, I was over here and I was like, is this the time that I finally cover Shadows of the Night? Like, is this gonna happen? Probably not. I still haven't, like, even ever released any of my Pat Benatar covers, because I'm such a perfectionist about them, just because, like, I mean, obviously I can't ever compete, but I'm like, ugh. I wonder if the chorus subplot still leads anywhere. That's the thing, too, is, like, we've started up so much, and yet there's not that many episodes left in the season. Noted, I will skip that scene then. I mean, I recommend that everybody watch it once. Not because it's good, but just to take it in. There's one left. Yeah, see, like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do in this last episode? How are they going to wrap up everything that they started? We spent, like, 2 entire episodes on just Picard backstory, which is fine. It is called Star Trek Picard, but we spent 2 entire episodes on that, and now there's all of these, like, subplots that, like, aren't gonna go anywhere. Though I do think the chorus subplot, will, I do think it will go somewhere eventually, because, like, we kind of just constantly have, like, the Soong line kind of as a constant, thing in all of Trek, so I think even if it doesn't get, like, addressed in Picard, I think somewhere else will eventually pick it up. Why did that guy just drift down from the fucking 2nd floor? Everybody saw that, right? Gotta say, Tolin is awesome though. Yeah, no, there's some good things about Picard. It's just very unfortunate that they ruin it with shitty musical numbers and, like, other scenes that I won't say anything because it would be major, major spoilers. God. I'm still so mad. It ignited a new fire within me when I remembered what I had to witness. And the thing too is I'm not too, like, it's beautifully shot. Picard is, like, cinematically, like, cinematography-wise, is masterfully shot in a lot of ways, but you can't make up for your, like, not as great story. You can't make up for that with, beautiful cinematography. That's just not how it works, unfortunately. Okay, oh, hello. Do you want to join my team for one more random? Okay. But yeah, Strange New Worlds on our original topic before I got on my Picard rant. But that's basically why I'm concerned about, Strange New Worlds a little bit, just because, like, Picard did not live up to the hype, and I'm afraid that Strange New Worlds might not necessarily. But, you know, it's a different team behind, like, all the different shows, like, aside from, like, the executive production, like, at the very top, like, it's all kind of different people working on the different shows, so that's why, like, one you might really like and one you might really hate, because everybody likes something different. Like, I really like Lower Decks, but, like, my parents, for example, they do not like Lower Decks, and I was like, that's fine. And most of it's, like, they just can't get through it. I think they'd really like the second season, but, you know. The Robert April thing makes me very happy because we finally get to see the first captain of the NCC 1701. Yeah, like, we saw him, like, what is, like, an awkward Commodore and, you know, animated series, but animated series, I guess, isn't technically canon, but also, like, oh god, I think about Giant Spock a lot. It's so cursed. Team? Just standing right here? Do you want to do a random? It is canon, just not spoken out loud. I thought somebody said that, like, it was officially, like, uncanonized, but my thing, too, is I don't even mind, like, even if it was supposed to be canon, and they made changes, like, I don't even care. I get so, like, I get so mad at the discourse. Why is it not joining? What is going on? Oh, there we go. Alright. Lower Decks is full of references to TAS. Yeah, no, that's the thing too, is I was like, that's what confused me too, is I was like, is Lower Decks literally just solely existing to pick out what they want of animated series for being canon? I think their stance by now is that all series and movies are canon, including TAS. Yeah, see, that would, like, make sense to me, but I know, like, sometimes franchises, like, pull some shit, so I was like, I was not, like, in the loop with the animated series discourse, but I have watched the animated series, like, multiple times, and it's so funny to me every time. Like, I do not care how ridiculous it is. I love that shit. It's probably why I liked Lower Decks so much when other people didn't like Lower Decks. Oh, not this. I hate the Borky voices! Ah! Zinti are mentioned in the first season of Picard. Nice squeed when Riker name dropped them. Oh yeah, I do remember that for some reason. I kind of forgot about that, but no, I remember that happening. Evening, welcome to the chat. We are just doing a random TFO now. I should probably have my frequency remodulator on, I just realized. God damn it. Ha, oops. Next Zinti were supposed to make their first live-action appearance in the 5th season of Enterprise, but we all know how that went. We do know how 5th seasons of Enterprise went, because, you know, it doesn't exist, and, you know, we got that wonderful finale instead. Like, that's the thing, is, like, I know a lot of people hate Enterprise. I don't hate Enterprise. I think that the writing is one of the weaker ones, especially when we're coming off of the era where we had, especially when we were coming off of the era that we had, like, Voyager and Deep Space Nine on at the same time. Like, Enterprise did kind of fall weak after that one, but like, it's not a bad show. Terra Prime was a wonderful finale! Oh, you are so right, though. Okay, but I actually, that is like, Enterprise unfortunately like peaked there, you know, right at the end before they were fucking canceled. But, you know. Oh no, I forgot how to do this. I know there's a thing behind this.
Enemy detected. New node. Beta 1. Enemy detected. New node. Enemy detected. New node. Alpha 1. Enemy detected. New node. Alpha 3. Enemy detected. New node. Alpha 3.
Oh god.
Shield power. Diverted from power node. Alpha 1.
Enterprise is fine as a Star Trek series. I used to think the Borg were a pain in the ass, but ever since I got my hands on the replica Tommy gun, I can take them out with ease. Look, I hate this TFO with a passion that rivals the creation of the Genesis planet. Okay, but same. I hate this so much. When I realized this was what it was, who picked this? I literally also like.
Shield power. Diverted from power node. Alpha 2.
Alright, there they are.
Node Alpha 2. Enemy detected. New node Alpha 2. Resistance is futile.
The problem too is I still don't think I have ever figured out what I'm supposed to do here.
Diverted from power node. Alpha. Enemy detected. New node Alpha 3.
So you have to do Beta 1? Oh, did I miss that? Aha! Wait, Beta 1? So is that 1B?
Shield power. diverted from power node Beta 1.
Oh god. Oh god, here they come.
Enemy detected near node Beta 3. Enemy detected near node.
Ah! I'm being surrounded. I'm gonna get my ass assimilated.
Enemy detected near node Beta 2.
Alright. And now do 2.
Shield power diverted from power node Beta 2.
Oh, I did the wrong one. God damn it! I did 2B instead of 2A!
Enemy detected near node Beta 2. What we do not assimilate, we will destroy. Shield power diverted from power node Alpha 2.
Ah, no! I think I fucked up again somewhere. This was not the TFO I wanted.
Enemy detected near node Beta.
Well, nobody's coming in here to help divert the shit, so... 2B.
Enemy shield power diverted from power node Beta 2.
I'm about to die a horrible death in here. If I die in here, I'm not coming back. Somebody else can do this shit. Oh my god.
Enemy detected near node Alpha 3.
3B.
Diverted from power node Beta 3. We are the Borg. Enemy detected near node Alpha 3.
Ah! Yeah, you shoot him. My adapt thing didn't work. See, I think what happened one of the last times I played this TFO, and then I was like, I'm never gonna play this again. And unless it's random, because then in that case you can't really help it, but you can choose to not actively queue for it.
Shield power diverted from power node Alpha 3.
Okay, so are we good then? I think we're all good. I would like to leave. Alright.
Intruders detected. Defense protocols initiated.
Yeah, I'm also useless at ground. Yeah, I have not figured out the secret to, like, tanking on ground. I know some people can do it, but...
Surrender. You will be Borg.
Oh, okay, cool. Moving on. Defeat Donatra's minions. at least that went by quickly. I think the most annoying thing about this is that specific room. Like, not gonna lie. Well, that sucked. I think the other issue too might be that TFO requires some communication, which randos don't like to do. Like, I remember when I was playing it with like a whole team of randoms, and literally, like, I kept like trying to figure out what was going on, and somebody was like explaining it to everybody in very nice, simple terms, doing us all a favor, and people still ignored this person. I was like, what was the point? Alright, well, I'm glad that is over, even though I have assimilation nanites. Beautiful. Okay. Anyway, that is going to be it from me today. I have had plenty of excitement for a day in Star Trek Online. Thank you for all joining me and improving my day immensely for obvious reasons. Everybody's having a bad day today. We all know it. But you know, it is what it is. And thank you all for joining me. And I hope to see some of you next time. Always down for some teams. I'm probably gonna play some story possibly next time on a different tune. I have like all the story done on this one. But tomorrow I'll be doing some Star Wars The Old Republic instead, just because it's May the 4th and it felt right. I don't know. And then Thursday I'll be doing some more Star Trek Online, and it will be a time. You can view my full schedule either on my Discord or on Twitter, where it is posted. And I post that every week, so you can keep up to date and all that. Yeah, is anybody live right now? Oh, I haven't seen the Dark Mom Consortium in a while. I followed them a while back, and then I haven't rated them much. Okay, I think I'm gonna send you all over to a different STO streamer to continue the fun. But yeah, thank you all again, and I hope to see some of you next time. Bye!